Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Woki, and I'm back with another Fake Grand Order video. And it's been a bit since I last recorded one. I was waiting for part 2 of the Lost Belt 7 campaign to start, plus I also wanted to actually get some rest because I had actually turned out to be extremely sleepy. I didn't realize how much I was lacking sleep until I ended up going to sleep at a time I'm not used to, waking up and going, man, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, and then I continued sleeping. So I definitely needed a break of some kind. But I'm back into recording videos, and we're going to talk about the Part 2 pre-release campaign, which this should be easy to come back to because it's going to be very short. If anything, this intro is longer than the actual video itself. No, that would be insane. Let's get right into the campaign info, shall we? So this starts on January 6th, which should be happen at login. So for some people, it might not even be January 6th, but usually when you see login, that's when this will kick in, and it will be here until February 3rd, so it'll be lasting a real long time, just like it did on the JP version. In terms of the stuff inside of it, we have a login bonus, which will go over 7 days. On day 1, it's 1 golden apple. Day 2, it's another golden apple. Day 3, it's another golden apple. Day 4, 3 St. Quartz. Day 5, a golden apple. Day 6, 3 golden apples. And on day 7, 4 St. Quartz for a total of 7 golden apples and 7 St. Quartz. Easy enough. There'll be limited time campaigns, one half AP campaign for Lost Belt 7 Part 1 main quests. So if you were looking to be as stamina efficient as possible, which is waiting until right now to do Lost Belt 7 Part 1 stuff, here you go. This is your time to go in there. 2 times great and super success chance. The chances of getting great and super success in servant and craft essence enhancements are doubled. And all you need to do is clear Lost Belt 7 Part 1, so after you finish reading or blitzing through the story, there are some people who actually don't read the story. I know because they talk to me, and they say, hey, that's the reason why I did that series of reading the story is for specifically them, which I should get back to because I was on Trum, but anyway. And then there will also be a 1/2 AP campaign, which is 1/2 AP for all rank up quest, interlude quest, and treasure vault daily quests. And all you need to do is clear Lost Belt 7 Part 1. So if you were in desperate need for 1/2 AP for treasure vaults, which I was because that's the only thing I would have looked to grind of the 1/2 AP things. I don't need any of the other materials. I don't need EXP and I don't need gems. What I do need is constant QP, but it wasn't active, so they saved it for here. And also you have to clear Lost Belt 7 Part 1 to actually unlock it. And yeah, the 1/2 rank up quests and interludes is also nice. I did start a series where I'm going to start reading through all the interludes that I have on backlog, which is 30 plus of them, because I like to hold on to them until I can effectively read them, because I do read absolutely everything in FGO, which can be very daunting because it is a wordy-ass game. So I decided to wait for 1/2 AP before I actually started barreling through a bunch of them. Plus, they all have St. Quartz that I'm going to be using for Tez. And all my rank ups are done. So that will be the main info. There will be limited time master missions, which will total up for... All you need to do is clear 1 main quest arrow from node between Arc 1 and Arc 2 up to Lost Belt 7 Part 1. And you just need to do this for 7 times, basically. Clearing main quest arrows, and if you're completely fully done, these will just instantly unlock and you'll have them automatically. Like, that's going to happen to me. So in terms of the rewards attached to them, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 St. Quartz, and a buttload of 5 EXP. And this mission period will go from January 6th all the way to January 13th. And then the reward claim period is the 6th to the 20th. They give you an additional week for reward claiming. And then after this is gone, on January 13th, a new one will pop up, which is the exact same thing. Gives you the exact same number of St. Quartz, which is 12. But the difference here is now you will get 21 of 7.5 EXP. And then 14 silver foes of HP and attack as well. And again, if you already finished everything, it will instantly unlock for you, so this is just you getting a bunch of stuff for free, which is awesome for me. And then next, we have the summoning campaign, which is the summoning campaign that was attached to it, featuring Nemo and Naito. And this will go from January 6th to January 13th. So should you summon on this? The answer is very obviously no. There's a lot of good units currently rotating that are better than Nemo, as in terms of a 5-star, and in terms of 4 stars, Naito is very good for sure and is worth having, but for the most part, not to the point of forgetting everything that's coming up. Basically, because both of these are also not limited, it means they can always scare you at any time. I've had the case be where I summoned for a on rate up 4-star that was not limited and I did not get them, and then the very next banner I summoned on, I got them. Plus, they are also always included in 4-star tickets and 5-star tickets, so if you were ever super crazy desperate, you could always use them on that, which I think Naito is a pretty good can be seen as a pretty good selector on here if none of the story locked 4 stars or you have them all or something like that, because she is a very good effective arts farmer. And Nemo is Nemo, and I like Captain Nemo from his book. I mean, the story has made me like Nemo a lot more. I used to be very cold on Nemo, but I've learned to accept Nemo for who he is and what he is not, which is mainly the big Indian brown man that I expected from the story. But it's okay. We can't all have what we want. It could be worse. It could be like Genshin and I never get any brown characters. I will take some losses every once in a while. It's okay. So yeah. And then originally on JP, on January 13th, that's when Naito Alter came into the game on JP. I can show it real quick here, actually. So now, that's basically all the info that you need to know about the actual campaign right there. The other thing that we need to talk about is what actually is going to happen on the 13th. Because as you can see here, originally when this banner ended, which was on the 18th, that's when Naito Alter popped up. Obviously, that's not going to be happening here because Naito Alter is already out. So what's going to happen is one of two things. I think one, which is the most likely, is that this is when Tez is going to release. Because January 13th, all they've ever given, and on the news update that they've given for this site, is that Lost Belt 7 is going to be happening mid-January. Which, if you don't know, in Japan, it did not happen mid-January. It happened around-ish the end here, January 31st, but they've already said it's happening mid-January. So 13th is pretty close to the mid of January. I think around 15th to 16th will actually be the legitimately mid one. But 13th makes sense, and if that's the case, then it's Tez. But if they want to wait a couple more days and release him around the 15th, or release the chapter around the 15th to make it legitimately the midpoint, I could see this being the King Protea banner. A King Protea banner. The reason I bring this up is because, obviously, on the NA side, we replaced the King Protea banner that was supposed to be tied to Anniversary with a Melt banner. We didn't have that one, which I actually did see someone post, I think it was on the Reddit, or one of the various Reddits that I've seen, that was like saving specifically for King Protea, and now they weren't going to be able to get him. And I saw a lot of people speculating. I think it's pretty likely that she gets her own banner solo to make up for the fact that we are not getting Naito Alter around this time, which would, I think, make a lot of sense. So I think that's the second most likely option. First option is this is when Tez releases. Second option is they want to buy a couple more days of time for whatever reason. Then King Protea comes out. And then a secret third option is none of the things that I mentioned here because they hate me and they want to specifically delay Cuckoo and Tez coming into the game and specifically drive me insane. But anyway, that's all speculation. And that's it for this video, everyone. I'll be back to regular videos. I have a bunch of stuff that I still had planned that I wanted to finish off at 2024. But obviously I was too tired and I need to keep going on. And I need to release some of those beginner-friendly videos that I promised to release in specific time. And also some other videos that I had planned. And yeah, I'm going to see, can I delay this? Have a good day, everyone. I will see you guys in the upcoming videos. I'm going to see if I can talk for the next like 20 seconds so it can go to exactly 10 minutes. I look forward to watching Raw on January 6th. As well as playing Marvel Rivals is going to be announcing a new, I think, trailer to show off either the new patch notes that they're going to be coming out, which are finally going to destroy Hela and Hawkeye, which is great because they kind of run roughshod. Okay, that's 10 minutes. Goodbye.